I'm open for questions. Anybody?
You haven't broken any legs out yet?
Not yet. I'm not promised I'm not, but I haven't yet. Usually one a year. My year anniversary is up actually, so who knows?
These kids get insured to come camp with you?
I sure hope so, because right now the NBA I'm broker than all these kids, so they ain't gonna sue me for much.
What has the lockout been like for you?
I don't know, vacation kind of. Gives me time to, recuperate from the season while I'm still working out, but not going full steam. I don't want to get burnt out too early yet.
You think you're staying in good shape?
I think I'm staying in fairly good shape, yeah. I think my body's probably the best it's looked probably since I've been in Kentucky. Probably not as strong as I have been in the past, but like body-wise and like slimness, I think I'm at top of the level right now.
Where have you been working out? Where do you spend most of your time?
Here and actually my apartment, because the schedule they gave me is just pretty much it's about an hour and a half of cardio and lifting and all combined, so I can pretty much do that anywhere I go.
Are you living here?
Yeah, I have an apartment here.
What if the season gets wiped out?
I'm gonna be a cheerleader next year. I've been working on my stunting lately, so who knows? I'm trying out my Ocho Cinco. You know, he went to soccer. I'm gonna go cheerlead.
Is there a chance you could go to Europe for basketball? Is that something you thought about?
I've actually had a lot. I've had probably about 7 or 8 offers from overseas to go play for. Quite a bit of money, but none of them have put in the cause if I can leave if the NBA ends, if the lockout ends. So I don't know if it's worth the chance going over there and the lockout ends and me not being able to come back and then never being able to play in the NBA again.
Josh, the Knicks spent money to move in the draft and get you, and you're talking about wanting a clause that would let you come back. Do you feel good about your chances to make that team if you get a chance?
I think I do. They really liked me when I was up there. Even when I was up there after the draft, we were up there for a week and spent time with them before the lockout. And they really liked what I had. They liked my big body. They liked the way I shot the ball. And they said I could do a lot for them. They just want me to get in tip-top shape and just be as strong as I can be so I can battle down low. And I think I got a good chance of making it.
They really lacked rebounding and defense and those kinds of things last year. Is that something you think you could give them?
Yeah, that's pretty much what I do, is just rebound and just play physical. So if that's all I got to do to the next level, then my job's going to be easy.
With you already being here and Cal, inviting former players to come back and work out during the lockout, that would help you, I would guess, if a bunch of them come back.
It'll definitely make all of us better. The guys that are here, the younger guys that are here now, preparing for next season, all the veterans come back. The guys they have now coming next season are top guys at this level. And if we can come back and help them, it'll just make them better every day, and it'll make us better too.
How much have you played pickup against the new guys coming in?
I've only played with them twice. A very talented group of guys. I think there'll be a big surprise next year. They'll be young, but I think they'll be really good.
DeAndre was raving about Anthony Davis yesterday. He was saying you got to dunk it against him. If you try to lay it up, he's going to block it. What's been your impressions of him?
Same thing. He reminds me a lot like Perry, but a little more athletic. Real long, real lanky. He goes and block a lot of shots, so I think he'll bring a lot to the table.
Anybody else out of that group really stick out to you?
I liked Teague and Gilchrist, and Terrence and Darius been working so hard this offseason. Their game's just unreal how well they improved, and I like Kyle Woodrow. He really impressed me a lot. But the guy that impressed me the most was probably Ryan Harrell. I think he'll be a big surprise to a lot of people when he can play. Y'all call John Walker jump. Just wait till you see this kid. He's about 5'10", maybe. It's probably like a 50-inch vertical. It's crazy. Never seen nothing like it.
You mentioned Terrence and Darius. What have they done? What have you seen in them over the summer?
Just the same thing they've done year after year. Since Darius has been here, he's progressed every year. He's been since he's been here, and the same thing he's been doing. He's a lot stronger. I've hung out with him a couple times, and every time I see him, he just surprised me how strong he's got. And I think he'll keep doing that for a long time. And Terrence, the same way. He's really improved his shot, and I think his leadership and his maturity level.
The NBA, when you got drafted, talk about the little taste that you got of maybe NBA life right after that.
I got a little bit. Stayed at the Ritz, so that was, I guess that's NBA style. But the workouts a little bit similar to Kentucky. It was different to get a feel for because there's only 2 of us there. Me and Iman Shumpert, the kid that got drafted with me. So that's a little different than it would be with the whole team there. But it was tough and a lot of conditioning. You got to be definitely in the best shape you can be in.
Have you talked to any of your future teammates? Anybody besides?
I keep in touch with Iman, and my agent talks to Amari, so he's trying to do like a camp, maybe at IMG or something coming up soon.
Talk about Cal bringing all these guys back, wanting everybody to come back every year. He's trying to create that family atmosphere that, you know, bring all these guys back. Just how you fit in and what do you think of all that?
I think it's a great thing to do, especially for guys that, you know, like Jody that only had a year to graduate. He can come back and finish up, you know, a couple summers and he's got his degree, so that'd be a good thing for him. And it's just a good thing to bring everybody back and keep, I guess, keep Kentucky on the map, and it'll actually bring more recruits and high recruits in for Coach Cal, knowing that year after year we get the best players in the NBA come back here to work out, and it'll just make them better.
Josh, what's it been like for you just since all this ended? I mean, you turn on TV, you're selling Fords and you're doing autograph sessions everywhere. What's life like now that the eligibility is up?
Relaxing in a way, but you know, it's weird seeing my you know, Darius and all them guys, seeing my teammates and not be able to play with them next year. But in a way, you know, it's fun. I have a lot of fun doing stuff. Like commercials, like I said, commercials for Jack came forward, and I just did another one actually yesterday, so those will be coming out pretty soon. But just going out and meeting and greeting all my fans, you know, just giving back to the community. That's what I like to do, and just actually having more free time to do it now.
So then, what are you driving?
At the moment, a 2011 Mustang, but I have F350.
Have you been able to put some money in your pocket?
A little bit. Got too many expenses. My little brother in there somewhere.
I mean, you had to know that you were a pretty popular player by the end of the year, but is it surprised even you, now that the year's over and you go out on these signing tours and stuff like that, just the kind of response you've gotten?
It definitely surprised me. I think the most we had, we were in Whitesburg, and we went to a Wendy's, and I think that there's about 500 or something people there. They had to shut the line down so I could get through everybody. But I mean, on a daily basis, when I was doing my George tour, I probably saw anywhere to 500 to 800, 900 people a day just sign autographs, you know, just doing whatever I can for them. But like when I walked in the gym earlier, the commissioner here, he said, everybody's been asking for you, so by the time you get here. So I mean, it's just amazing the response I get from everywhere I go. Actually, funny thing, I was actually at an elementary school, and I was about 20 minutes late. And as soon as we walked up, we heard the kids tearing the gym apart, just screaming, "Where's George? We want Jorts!" And that's all I heard outside the gym, and they were just stomping their feet and just screaming as loud as they could. So I mean, just the response I get, you know, puts a smile on my face.
You've got the website and the tour. You're selling jorts. I think every paper in New York wrote a story about that when you got drafted. Did you ever imagine that thing would take off to that extent?
Not to where it went, but it's a blessing. You know, it keeps me occupied, and I'm glad I got the nickname. And you know, like you said, it went nationwide. It's amazing how far it went.
Are you all worried that means you pretty much have to wear jorts for the rest of your life?
Kind of. Once you're past like 35, 40, you know, it's acceptable. I try to bring it back in for the younger guys. I think I'm on the verge of doing that.
And what's the response been like in your hometown, just with your family and just the people there? How have you been treated there? How's it been?
Actually, they wanted to do a day just dedicated to me, so that's a big honor. I mean, there's probably about 70,000 people, so it's not small, but you know, it's not large. But everywhere I go, people start to recognize me now and say, "Are you the kid that played for Kentucky?" And I'm like, "Yeah." So just everywhere I go, I get more and more reaction as the season went on, and now even more that's over.
Have you thought much coming from there and then playing here, what it's going to be like to live in New York if you're there and spend a whole year there and play there?
I can't imagine what it's going to be like in New York. I was up there for a week, and you know, it was a lot of fun, but it's definitely busy. It's a whole new world up there. It's like nothing else that anybody's ever experienced if you've never been there. But New York, I think it'd be a fun experience. I'm looking forward to trying new things, new places. I'm never scared to do something like that, so hopefully we get a good time.